Hello, Gemini. So here we are. We're going to do a reading for you guys. We're going to see what's going on in your general energies. These are obviously, take what works, what doesn't work just doesn't work. But let's see what the cards have to say for you guys today. Okay, so let's see what this reading is about for you guys. So the basis of this reading, you have the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, and then you have the Ace of Swords. Now, I think this is very interesting. I think there was, I don't want to say there's been like some heartbreak or something. Something may not be going quite right. There was some type of, I don't want to say loss, but the Five of Cups is like you're really reflecting on things that have happened in the past. Something didn't go quite right, and you're almost like you can't let it go. You keep thinking about it. It's tied to your emotions, so it's definitely kind of hits you in the feels, and it's like a disappointment. But with this card, it always indicates that you're not really looking at the good things going on for you at this moment. You're really focused on past things that didn't quite go right. So I definitely feel there was certain things that kind of stuck with you from the past. They didn't go quite right, and for whatever reason, I think with the Eight of Wands here, I think you were like kind of, I don't want to say like really, really focusing on it, but it's almost like you couldn't move forward. In the upright, the Eight of Wands is about kind of quick movement. It's a very positive card. It's kind of like maybe quick news or just moving forward quickly. But in the reverse, it's like slower. You're hitting up. Maybe there's delays with stuff. So I think that whatever was going on, it was causing delays. And somehow was tied to whatever disappointments or things from the past maybe creeping back in. Now, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's almost like then you weren't even taking new action. I feel like you were almost in a funk. This is kind of like a nasty funk, and it was a funk that's really, whatever this you keep thinking about type of thing, is kind of making you stuck, because the Eight of Wands is kind of like slow movement, delays or whatever. Then the Ace of Wands is like you're just not moving really. You're not really taking action on anything new, in the reverse, these ones. And then you have the Page of Cups in reverse. So, okay, the Page of Cups in reverse, he's having a pity party for himself. He's in the upright, he's a dreamer, he has all this ideas, but in the reverse, he's like feeling really sorry for himself. He's just very upset. He's kind of moody and everything. And considering this energy over here, no wonder you could have been feeling moody. I am not faulting this Page of Cups at all. But the way I see it, the pages, they're students, in the upright and the reverse, like, he has to learn something. So it's kind of like a student, not when I say young person, it doesn't mean that a young person was involved, but it's like you could in that moment be having like a pity party. Maybe you weren't like being the best adult in that second, feeling sorry for yourself or whatever this was. Like maybe there was something where you're still trying to figure certain things out amongst yourself or how to deal with something. So sometimes I get it where it's kind of like you could be trying to deal with something as well, especially in the reverse, but you're feeling kind of moody. And with all this here, no wonder somebody's feeling a little moody. But now with the Ace of Swords here, this is excellent. So I feel like through all of this, you kind of maybe had that realization that you need to do something different. You need to try something different. The swords are connected to your thoughts, so it's kind of like the breath of fresh air almost in this heavy energy here is like, okay, well, I can't be staying in this moody, stuck energy anymore. Like I gotta make changes. You know what I'm saying? So that's wonderful. Now in your current energy, you have the Nine of Wands and then you have the Fool. So the Nine of Wands, this guy has been after a battle. He's worn the hell out. And I feel like with this here, whatever this situation is, it wore you out. You're sick and tired. You're just don't even want to deal with it. But this guy, he's not taking action. He's just standing his ground. He's kind of after the battle. He's worn out. Like, it's almost that energy of, if I have to fight again, or I don't want to say take another hit, am I even going to be standing at the end of it? It's almost like, you're hoping that you're almost like expecting something bad to happen or expecting a mess or something going on, but you don't know if you're going to make it through if it does. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that energy of just like wanting to take a pause because you just need a break, But the good thing with this card is, like, the guy's still standing. He's still standing his ground. Like, he has not much left, but he's still kind of like holding on. But with the Fool kind of clarifying this, I think you are ready to start getting on a new journey, to start kind of moving forward with something. The Fool is very optimistic. He's sorry if you hear any funny noises. That is my dog. He's here. He's behind me. This microphone, it's a new microphone. It seems better with muffling some of his sounds, but sometimes any weird sounds, it's like my four-legged child is with us tonight. Anyway, as he is always with us, really. So he's always around. Anyway, but the Fool is all about just starting a new journey. So I definitely think with this Ace of Swords here, kind of ending this one phase, I think you are kind of in, I don't want to say the beginning phases, because this could also be like you're ready to move on to the next part of this situation. But to me, this is very optimistic. I don't think you're necessarily like proceeding forward, just blazing forward quite yet, but I think you're in this mode or this zone that, like, you gotta try something. You gotta maybe start thinking about what do you want to do? What's the next steps in whatever you're trying to do? And what does that look like? So now what's coming in for you, you have the Five of Cups again. It's hard to sometimes shift out of this energy. It lingers. It's like a okay, Jesse, honey, calm down. It's like a mold on your brains, or on my mind sometimes. But you have the Five of Cups again, and then you have the Hermit reversed, and then you have the Knight of Swords reversed, and then you have the Seven of Wands. So I have to say, I think coming in for you, you might still be in this, like, I don't want to say feeling sorry for yourself, because sometimes situations happen and you damn well deserve a pity party. You deserve to feel sorry for yourself, or things happen and it's like you're focusing on the bad stuff. I do it all the time. This card is like a constant challenge for me to not just focus on the bad stuff, but, because I'm a worrywart. I'm always stressed out about something, but it always reminds you that there's good things happening, that sometimes you need to shift your focus on the things that are going well. But sometimes these bad things could even be things that happened in the past. And sometimes it's hard to like let those ghosts go, they're still haunting you in a sense. But I think the Hermit reversed here is saying that I do think that you are actually going to start coming out of this in a way. Like, you might not be coming out of it. Sorry, guys, my mom called. I had to pick that up because it's like my mom. You know how that goes. Anyway, so I think right now, I think the Hermit in reverse is saying that you are actually going to start coming out of this soul searching, this maybe reflecting on things, that you're going to be coming out of your shell in a sense. So I definitely think that in the context with this, I think this is very positive. I think there's certain things that you need to kind of face and you need to somehow put it to rest in a sense, even within yourself. But I think you're going to be coming out of this, if you were in like almost like a self-protective mode, which I do feel some of this was, it could have been, you might be now ready to start coming out of it soon. Now, with the Knight of Swords reversed, I really think that this is good, especially in this situation, because the Knight of Swords upright, this guy is rushing in. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He is just a man on a mission. He had made his mind up on a whim, and he's like, this is it, I'm going forward, and he's not even paying attention to anything. Like, he's just blazing trails, But in the reverse, it's all about kind of taking it a little slower, analyzing the situation, not fully taking so much action or making your mind up 100%, like kind of taking it a little slower. And I really like that with this energy, because I do think to get you out of, if you're experiencing this kind of, this heartache, or just, kind of focusing on things that have not been working and you're kind of coming out of your shell a little bit. I like that you might be one step at a time thing. You know, you don't want to, you might be scared to make some mistakes, so you might be trying to take it a little slower. And I think that's really good. I definitely think that's good energy, especially because there was a lot of, this is very heavy over here. So I definitely think a little bit caution energy is a good thing. Now, also, the Seven of Wands here, and I think this is really good because I feel like you are still kind of, you know what you want in a sense, or you're willing to kind of start standing up for yourself. Like, I think with whatever this new journey or new phase that you're going to be entering in, or whatever you have to be moving forward to, in a sense, sometimes we don't choose to move forward. We just have to move forward. We're kind of pushed, you know, we're pushed off the ledge or whatever. I think you're starting to kind of maybe stand up for yourself with the Seven of Wands. So I definitely think that pairs nicely with the Hermit in reverse, and even the Knight of Swords in reverse. Kind of maybe you're starting to kind of stand up for yourself or know what you want, but you're taking your time with it. So I definitely think that's really, really good. Your challenge regarding all of this stuff, you have the Eight of Cups, and then you have the Hanged Man. Now, the Eight of Cups is about walking away. It's about walking away from emotional stuff as well. Like, he had all these cups, and he felt like one was missing. So he's finally decided to go on the quest to find his missing cup, to find that fulfillment, to find that thing that is going to make him happy, you know? So I definitely think some of you walking away from whatever this Five of Cups, because you have it twice, has been plaguing you, whatever this situation, these ghosts that have been haunting you, whatever this is, I think your challenge is to find also what is going to fulfill you in life. You know, what is that? And actually start that process of kind of moving from one thing or letting something go and moving into something different. And the Hanged Man is all about seeing something from a different perspective. So I definitely think that it's, for some of you, could you say that that's the dog, sorry. Every good has a bad, or every bad has a good type of thing. So maybe some of these cups that have been spilt, maybe some of these situations in your life that didn't go quite well, that have been kind of plaguing you or upsetting you, you know, maybe there's a different way you could see it. Maybe you've grown as a person. Maybe you are so much stronger because of it, or maybe something good will come of it in the future. You know, sometimes it's about kind of, you know, trying to, what is it, like the pessimistic, optimistic thing or whatever, seeing the glass half empty or half full, or, you know, however. So, but the Hangman also can indicate a little bit of self-sacrifice too. And I think, I just wonder if some of you, if there's something that's going to require, I don't want to say a little self-sacrifice, but I think whatever you've gone through has been very, very heavy. So you might not want to be giving too much anymore, because you might feel like you've had so much taken away. And that could be just anything, you know, it doesn't have to be possessions. It could just be even like your emotional, you know, giving to somebody or something. So, but I think this is saying that in order to move to something better, or to find more fulfillment, or to find something that's going to fulfill you or make you happier, you might have to give something up. So that is kind of your challenge with that, you know, whatever that might be. That could be bad habits. It could be a comfort zone. You know, it's different for everybody, but this is kind of what these guys are saying. Now, what's recommended for you, you have Judgment reversed, the Lovers reversed, and then you have the Five of Wands. Now, Judgment reversed, it's very interesting. I got all my stuff over here. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that's all over. Anyway. So, I'm trying to make it a little cleaner for you, a little neater for you guys. I have this whole new setup, and I don't know what I'm doing, basically. So, but you know what? Whatever. We got to, like, try stuff out. And can I tell you what a headache doing this whole new thing was? It was the last 2 weeks I've just been super pissed. But now I think I figured it out. So we're going to see. Hopefully this video is going to sound okay and look okay and everything, but whatever. Anyway, so the Judgment reversed is almost like you're not answering to a higher calling. So I think for some of you that with this, and especially with the Lovers reversed here, I kind of feel like this is almost like saying to you that if you know something is not good for you, you need to acknowledge that it's not good for you, you know, because the Judgment here in reverse, it's like you're not really answering to a higher calling. You're kind of like blocking your not even just spiritual growth, but I see this as growth as far as, you know, I don't even want to say your soul, but just your well-being in a sense. You're kind of blocking some kind of well-being that you deserve. And with the Lovers reverse, something, it could be like a partnership or something was not really jiving. Sometimes this card is about choices, so it could really represent that you need to relook at certain choices, make sure that they are the best choices for you. And with the Five of Wands reversed, to me, this is about kind of reconciliation a little bit. The Five of Wands is a little bit about like drama, disagreements, conflicts, or whatever. But in the reverse, it's about kind of reconciling something. And I wonder if there's certain things here that are almost like blocking you, or you might be blocking yourself from something much better for you because you're hanging on to stuff that's not really meant for you to begin with, or just not really benefiting you. And I don't want to say maybe there's certain people that you might have to let go or certain situations, but the Lovers is I want to say I don't want to say it's a heavy card, but it's more kind of prevalent. There might have been, let's say, a person or situation that's been in your life for a very long time. Maybe certain things are not going well with it, or it's something that you might have to reassess or either let go of, or even maybe make amends. Maybe there was a conflict with somebody and it really wasn't in your best interest, and you might be ready to almost make amends with that person. You're going to know what this is for you, though, but there's something that you need to kind of like make peace with, even if it's within yourself, you know? So let's see the other cards that came out for you guys. I screwed all these up. Hold on a second here. I messed everything up. So you have number 19, Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. And I think this is just, you have to be loyal to yourself as well. Because I kind of feel like all the Cups cards you have here, the emotion cards, the love cards are difficult ones. You know what I'm saying? Like even the Lovers is not necessarily like a Cups card, but it's like emotions and everything. You don't have anything that's like, you know, fantastic. It's like they're all the Cups cards. The emotions here are just, it's difficult. So I think within this difficulty that you might be experiencing, you need to find what makes you happy. You need to, don't put yourself out to pasture in a way. Like you got to like make sure that you're focusing on the things that bring you fulfillment. You know, sometimes through that, we actually can evolve and we can grow. Like sometimes I know with me, like, if I feel like emotionally, like I can't, because I get this Five of Cups a lot, like I can't get past something, you know, I'll try to do something different, even if I don't want to do something, like something totally different. And sometimes it kind of helps you like get, I don't want to say out of your own way, but it almost like breaks like certain patterns for you. And it could be something silly. It could be something like, you know, you start yoga again or something. You know, you do something, you try something different, but it almost like breaks you out of a pattern. And sometimes that's very healing with this. It's not always perfect. Nothing's always perfect, you know, but it could help. So yeah, so there's something you might need to do or something you might used to do that maybe you should pursue again. And then you have Blue Lace Agate, find your calm. And I think within this mess, you need to kind of find some zen, you know, because this is very, very heavy stuff here. And you have the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship. Sorry about that. I don't know why that's doing that. I got to figure these things out. I'm not a perfect person with this camera stuff, guys. There's probably going to be a lot of like errors or whatever. Anyway, we're fine. We're back. You could see me again. So anyway, you have the Golden Mirror. So self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Now, some of you, this could have been to do with somebody else, or it could have been something that you put a lot of effort and energy into and you really didn't receive it back. Somebody could have been self-absorbed, but you're going to know, because like if that's the way it is, then maybe it's recommended that you kind of just, you move forward from that, you know, even if you resolve some of the conflict within yourself or something, you know, you'll know. And you have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Now, what is going on here? Now I have this thing. Hold on. No, is it finished? Okay, sorry, guys. I got to figure all these things out. I got this new camera and there's a lot of stuff and I got the whole setup and I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I'm trying here. I'm trying, but there's a lot of research. There's so much troubleshooting and I'm like not an expert with this stuff. But anyway, we're going to get back to your reading. Okay, Geminis, here we go. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So now I'm wondering for some of you, if whatever was, there might be something in the future coming in that you don't expect, and it's actually really, really good for you. Now, this could be relationship, but sometimes I feel like these soulmate, soul things are just things that, almost like the Judgment here. It's like something that was really good for you, meant for you, something that was destined for you, makes your soul happy. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a person, but it could be something in your life that really connects well with you and pairs very, very nicely. And you might find that kind of like by kind of being loyal to what you love as well. It just might be something, you being loyal to what you love puts you in a situation where an opportunity or something that really connects with you extremely well arrives, And then you have self-care, spoil yourself in the moonlight. And I definitely feel with all this energy, some of you guys, like you guys got to do some nice stuff for yourself. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. And you know what? Words of wisdom right here, because there's nothing smooth about this whole thing, but I feel like what you're learning through all this mess is you're going to be able to bring that with you in the future, and you could probably re-navigate certain things better in the future. Now, you say you have, today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with, and that is beautiful. And the spirit of the dish that shall be with you during this time, you have the spirit of the staple, which is the spirit of the grilled cheese. Now, oh, I just launched something. Hold on, guys. Okay. So, now, where am I? So, for your dinner and a movie, you have Mexican foods and romance movies. For the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, you have Taurus. Now, Taurus is like a fixed sign, and I think, to me, I always see them kind of going the distance, really committing to something, going the long haul, kind of standing your ground type of energy. And I feel like you have a lot of that right now going on in this reading, and I think you might need to stand your ground. Things might not be fixed overnight, but I see this sign as a sign that's going to put the work in, and eventually you're going to get to where you need to go or reap the rewards, You also have Sagittarius, and this is a sign, I always see them as very like expansive, it's kind of expansion, good fortune, but it's like they're like freedom lovers, they kind of want to do what they want. So I think this is also saying that, you should try different things, maybe certain things that are kind of a little bit out of a comfort zone, because that might actually help you if you are in the funk. It might help you get out of the funk, or even just breathe some freshness into yourself or your life at the moment, because I feel like, I don't want to say, oh, this is stale energy, but this is heavy energy, and I think you need a little fun, And here we have Saturn, and this is all about restrictions, responsibility, and life lessons. And then here we have the South Node, which is things that you need to let go of. So, and you have number 3, that means a special guest that'll be answering your question today, Gemini, will be the Magic 8 Ball. Think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. And we have faith. And I think this is just saying that you need to have faith in yourself. And even if you have faith in something else, a spiritual, whatever, sometimes you just have to have faith. Sometimes you just have to have faith that you're going to get through it some way, somehow. You're going to be okay, and it's going to be better in the end. And you have the little, what is this thing? The little, like, starfish. Now, with this starfish, no matter which way you place the starfish, it has like an appendage ready to handle something. And I think that like this is kind of saying that whatever you've gone through, you've really you've learned, you've gained some skills with it, good or bad, you learn. You definitely learn. Every day we wake up, we learn something new. But I think this is saying almost like no matter which way you get kind of like tossed around, because I guess he's like in the ocean, and I guess like the ocean's moving, and maybe he kind of gets like floated around or like kind of shuffled around there. You're able to kind of handle what comes at you, because no matter which way he gets kind of like shuffled around, he has an arm, he has an appendage that like ready to go. So I think this is saying that, you know, you're going to be able to kind of handle this. No matter what's coming at you, you're going to be able to handle it. Okay, now it is time. Think of those questions and we shall ask. Oh, mystical magical 8 ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world, what is the answer to Gemini's question? Okay, it says it is decidedly so. There you guys go. The 8 ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.